Hi guys, I thought this would be a tutorial for newbies at self-study in math. It's not going to be like my other tutorials, more like tips. I have 5 tips and it will be quite simple for a person probably that been studying math for a while then. But I call this tutorial self-help to math studies on your own. I've been taking the ground course in mathematics by myself um, uh, before here. And in Sweden, it's really great because we have free education, so you can just sign up for a course, and if you take it, then it's great. But if you drop it, who cares? It doesn't cost you anything. So I thought I should share some of my experiences, and for the experienced student, this might be a bit silly. But anyway, I sort of will start talking about old exams and. Old exams I think are great usually, but in math studies the stuff can be like hieroglyphics, or it's really hard to decode if you haven't prepared for the exam. So they will be more useful, I think, at the end of the course and in the beginning. So, and my slides are not perfect, I know, but my girlfriend is not at home, so she cannot complain on my accent, and therefore I'm doing this tutorial now anyway. So all exams, good stuff, but don't panic if you don't get it at once, because it could be quite heavy to understand that if you don't have the knowledge for it. And the knowledge you can get if you read books, and you should read the course literature, of course, but you can even read other books. And I find How to Ace Calculus and the Sequence, How to Ace the Rest of Calculus really helpful. I mean, there are other books out there as well, as Calculus for Dummies, or Calculus 2 for Dummies, or uh, differential equations for dummies, or trigonometry for dummies, and stuff like that. But I find this How to Ace Calculus, and I think others do as well, more easy to read here. It's not that heavy, and they go through the most important stuff in calculus. So it's a really good introduction for like $12 at Amazon. So I can highly recommend them. And me personally, I usually read a lot of stuff before I take the course, so I can see if is this anything for me, or should I not drop it before I start it. So read some other books. You don't only have to read the course literature. Uh, Read an easy book if you think the stuff is hard, and I thought so. It's not exactly easy stuff. And then you have a friend in times of trouble, www.wolframalpha.com. This is the smartest calculator you can have for free, I think, on the web. And it will give exact answers to your problems in real math style. It's not like a cheap calculator which give you some approximations. If the answer is sine x or sine 2 pi or something, it will give you that answer, and not an approximation. But it can do really amazing things sometimes. If you do uh, like basic um, differentiation in calculus, it can actually calculate that x raised to 2 is 2x and stuff like that. And not only can it shows that, because it always do that exact, but it also shows you the steps how you actually get it. Now it's just one step, but it can be more complicated expressions then. And so you can have a lot of help of that. If you have calc a problem in your textbook, and you think like, oh, but what if it was like this and this instead? Then Wolfram Alpha can, of course, tell you the right answer, but sometimes even show you steps on how to actually derive that, your answer. So really, really great. Maybe many people know about this now, but for a couple of years ago, I thought like, oh shit, this is really great. Should have this when I was younger. If you study math by yourself, as I did, you will not attend lectures, and it could be nice to have like a tutor or something. And there is a guy on YouTube. He has his own page, Patrick, and his page is justmathtutoring.com. But it's like YouTube clips. They are on YouTube as well, and they are really great, covering a lot of topics, but at a more in a lower level, you can say, not high level math, but probably great for like ground course, I think. So it's a lot of tutorials in like calculus and algebra and stuff like that, but not in more advanced topics like the oh, um, higher theory math, group theories and stuff like that is not covered. But it's a great introduction, and they are short and they're really well made, so it's easy to follow. If you want to have more um, lecture style tutorials, um, iTunes University offers a course, a calculus course 1801 from MIT OpenCourseWare, which have really great teachers. It's quite high quality film, I think. Maybe not every lecture, but good enough so you can follow it on your computer. Or I usually use my iPad watching tutorials to when I travel to work and stuff like that. So you can have it with you. You can watch them, and not like real live lectures when if you don't get anything because you're taking notes or something like that. When you look at this iTunes University lectures, you can actually pause, you can play back. If you don't understand anything, you can listen to it again. You can see the lecture another time and stuff. So you can repeat stuff, and that's really, really great. I mean, it's in a sense better than a live lecture, but problem is it will probably be I can imagine because I haven't attended a math class, but it will not probably cover the subject exactly like a teacher do. I don't think so, but better than nothing, I think, and it helped me a lot. These tutorials, calculus course here is not the only one. There are more courses in math at MIT OpenCourseWare, and there are probably out there like Stanford's and stuff like that. But MIT OpenCourseWare is the one I really liked when I did that. So that was my five advice, and then I have some piece of advice that I haven't really tried out for myself, but I display them here because I stumble upon them, and yeah, you can probably read it for yourself, and if you want to follow it or not, it's up to you. But maybe they can be good advice. I don't really know because I haven't tried them, but I think so. Therefore, I included them in this tutorial. And we have like a 10-minute time limit here. So I display this a little time and then I quit this. Thank you for listening. Good luck with the math studies by yourself.